Good morning, brothers and sisters. It's after 9 a.m. in the morning on Wednesday, May the 10th of 2023. You know, brothers and sisters, there is a lot of stuff that is literally happening. And I mean, it's major too. I mean, there's things going on in this world that you don't see personally, only on the TV, and you have to kind of take that with a grain of salt because not everything they report on these news channels is necessarily the truth. Some of it is just fabricated to make it look that way. But I believe the Middle East is in a war, and they have I think it's the Jerusalem Post, which is one where Watchman River channel, he reads the news and stuff off that, and it gives you a view of what's truly going on. I mean, I would think that the Jerusalem Post would know, and there's a lot of other newspapers. I'm not saying all newspapers print the truth, but there is a few good reporters out there that keep their momentum and be, in they're able to keep the public informed. I mean, brothers and sisters, this world is falling apart. And seriously, it's ready for judgment because, I mean, God's wrath is going to pour out. The rapture is going to happen, and I think it's almost immediately after we go home that the Lord will start the 7-year tribulation. People want to argue whether it's pre-trib, post-trib, or mid-trib. I got news for you. There's a rapture. Just know that. Someone believes it's mid-trib or post-trib, does that make them not go in it? No. If they're children of God, they will go. But I can't see where they would get post or, mid-trib or post-trib. I just don't see that. Because, the number 7 is completion. And we go to the bridegroom feast, we do. We go to the groom's set up, a dinner, and we all get to see our loved ones. And I believe we will remember stuff about them. But if some of our loved ones doesn't truly give their heart to God and belong to Him fully, totally really knowing that they need a Savior, like I say in most every video, when you come to the Lord, you have to know that you are a wretched sinner and that you're in need of a Savior. I know a few people. I have some acquaintances that I know from years back. One actually from school. But like I was saying, it's hard to know that I know people that are in that lifestyle that I can't reach. And there's other things too, like you can tell. I mean, there was a lady who was with a lady, and she passed away. And I don't know that she found Jesus. I don't know that she asked Him in. But I can't see how the people cannot see what's going on in the world right now. Most everybody, well, the biggest thing is that my nose is itching right here. I was not picking it, I was scratching it. I don't know how people can be in this world and not notice something is not right. Things are not normal. And to add to that, they never are going to be normal. Never going to be. Normal flew out the window a long time ago. Uh, really, a long time ago. You know, when you think about uh, all the stuff that's going on and stuff, I got a big knot in my hair. That's what I'm trying to get out of it because I can't stand it. I feel like a matted dog in the back of my head here where my hair, or if I roll, and if you look, my hair is getting, it's getting long. It's down on my neck in the back. I don't let it get down past my shoulder. I don't want that kind of long hair. Personally, I don't think that a lot of heavier set people, plus size people, men, not women. Women, naturally, the hair looks right on them. But there's this one comedian I watched on Dry Bar. Dry Bar is a comedian videos they have on YouTube. And they also have a Dry Bar app. Dry Bar means there's no drinking and there's no cussing from the stage where they're giving their jokes out. And some of these people are they are funny, but I can sit there and watch it and not crack a smile or a laugh. That's the point that I'm at. I'm at the point where I don't see nothing funny about nothing. Now, there is times I see something, like one of them say something, and it does kind of tickle my funny bone, and I laugh. Sometimes I just fake laugh, so people outside will think, well, he's enjoying himself. Yeah, enjoying myself. Anyway, brothers and sisters, I prayed to God before I came on here that this video be done for His glory. Not for a fan base, not for a stupid plaque thing, glass mirror, whatever, because you got so many thousands of subscribers. I don't care about all that. I really don't care. I wouldn't even want to I don't think I'd even want. I know I would not want. I don't care for the plaque. I don't care for the podium, not being on that platform of getting famous. And there's a lot of them that's got a lot of subscribers, and they get paid through YouTube for their outgoing rhythm. Like, if they have like 98,000 or 54,000 views, then their video gets pushed up to where it's in just about everybody's suggested videos. Now, mine, I usually, when I do watch like, the mysteries, the unsolved mysteries and stuff, and I watch celebrity deaths when they have them on there. And I do, hold on a second. Hey, JJ, quit. That was my brother. He's such a doll baby. He's in there hitting the side of his bed because his TV went off, I think. I'm going to go in there here after I get done with this and fix his TV and get him a drink. When I think about me personally, I think there may have been a time in my life where I would have liked to have been famous, but looking back at it, I'm glad I never made it to fame, because just about everybody who's made it to fame, I'm not saying all, but probably 50%, if not more of them, when they went to fame, they went to the devil, because they started drugging it up. They started being, uh, well, more worldly than they were. And I mean, honestly, I wouldn't want to be in that level. I sat here yesterday and watched these. I mean, it was night before last. Anyway, I was watching these celebrity homes. Okay, like where one of them was Ryan Reynolds and his girlfriend, not wife, girlfriend, shacking up in a celebrity mansion. And they had um, big overstuffed couches, like the Victorian style couches and stuff. They had regular big sectionals. And all of this stuff they got, it was way up there in money. I'm not talking they bought a 400, 500, or 600. My cats, look at this. I want to show you guys this, what they're doing. Oliver is bathing Charlie, and Charlie, well, technically he's, and they know how to bathe each other. And it's not nasty if they do it. They're cats. That's in just what they do. See, Oliver knows that he's older than Char Char. And sometimes Char Char gets on his nerves and he lets him know about it. And likewise, but Char Char lets him know about it. Char Char will, clean. He was licking his forehead there, and then he got down. No, he is. He's actually. Yeah, now he's licking his head. Now they're starting to fight or play. I love how a cat will take his back paws to kick something. I watched a funny video the other night. There's dogs that growl and get really upset about, their. Now they're going to play or act up. I don't know. Because Oliver's acting like he's an 18-wheeler getting ready to plow on the side of a Toyota. Charlie being the Toyota. Or maybe a minivan or a box truck. I don't know. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. I was watching this, and this dog was growling at its own tail. And looking like they went like that. The animals find ways to have fun and to stay out of trouble in most cases. But most of them like to get in trouble. If they aren't getting enough attention from their owner or their human that they chose, most cats have to really get to know you. And sometimes, if you get them from a kitten, it's a little different because, like Char Char, he don't mind me holding him at times. Oliver, I've tried, but I don't. Really, he's not into being held or anything, but he does get up on my chair arm and lay on my belly and fall asleep, or put his head in my hand and fall asleep. But like I was saying, animals have a way that humans should have the same mentality of getting along. When I see stuff now, I mean, technically, this is what gets me. I watched it wasn't like an unsolved case on 48 Hours, but that was, it's on YouTube. And I saw where they uploaded a new one, and I watched it. I can't remember the guy's name, or the one who did it. I know he was, what is it? He was Filipino, I think. But not the one who done what was done. Not the one that was murdered. This man, they were trying to get him out of court. And I realize, if you think about it, any man who can stand up there and say that Jeffrey Dahmer was innocent of the charges, I don't think I'd want a lawyer like that. I really do not think I'd want one that is defending a serial murderer, a time bomb waiting to explode. And that's who he got to represent him, which he did have money. And his wife was kind of taken up for him, I don't remember. I mean, and the detectives that were questioning her were letting her know that they did not believe anything that she said. And they believed that she was lying when she said she didn't remember, because they feel like, they felt like, they have a right to figure this out, but she's not going to be any help. But after he went to jail, she ended up filing for divorce. Even though she was calling him a pet name, he was calling her a pet name. And who knows? It could have been some kind of Morse code or something. To where they would say, like, sorry, I got to drink coffee. Where they say, like, they called each other, I can't remember what the names was, but something like Bunny and, I don't know, Bunny and Cream Puff, I guess. That wasn't what it was, but similar to that. They were knowing what he did to this gentleman. He had been watching videos and had all kinds of notes on how to kill somebody. And he had the one where a marksman, an excellent, a professional gun handler that shows exactly what to do if someone's bothering you. And you just pick up your gun, point it at the window, and shoot it. The thing of it is, he took it that he was supposed to. He's watching all these videos, and it was in him. And after watching that many videos of people killing people, I mean, not really killing people, but people that are, because I watch a lot of the, unsolved mysteries, or cold cases, stuff like that. But, if you think about it, don't ask me why I did that. I have no clue. Anyway, like I was going to say, the situation of this whole thing is that they actually have an I need some chopstick. It must be cold outside, or cool and nifty. Anyway, someone who is doing research on that kind of stuff, and the very thing that happened to the gentleman is what was done. He was watching every bit of it. What he did was this happy person, who done their job, had quite a few friends. Everybody loved him and respected him. He was a very well mannered man. I can't say young. Well, at that time, I guess he would kind of been a young man. But this jalapeno, Filipino, not jalapeno, whichever one, about the same thing. He 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 pulled up beside him and just shot him in the head. Not one, but 3 or 4 times. Now, I'm sorry, that's overkill. That's ridiculous. And for the number one thing is that's over, way overkill. The second thing is, why would you pull up to a complete stranger who you don't know their life, you don't know who's dependent on them, you don't know anything about them, and you're going to kill them in their car? No, he got 29 years in prison. That's, I don't even know how to put it. That's crap. He should have got life, or he should have got the death penalty. He didn't have no consideration for that person's life. And then he turned around and said that it was road rage. This person was doing this, and this. And everybody that knowed him knowed that was not who he is or was. Was. Yeah, that's it. Was, not is. Was. This unnatural behavior has been going on for a while. I sit there and I think about, I mean, I don't think I'd want very much to drive in a strange area. It's scary to get out and do anything just about. And the thing of it is, that I'm keeping cotton mouth. But anyway, I hope you guys get little laughs at my little just perks when I do them. I mean, it's not anything but to keep it serious, but kind of break the monotony sometimes, because we need to laugh, we really do. And these times that we're living in, I'll put it this way, my car's in the shop, already fixed. All it needs is the tires took off, go have new tires put on, and on the rims, and then they take and put them on the car and align it. And then align it, and then take care of the tags. Take care of the tags. They'll do the inspection sticker at the garage where it's at. But basically, new battery and all that is just over $600 for everything. That's including the alignment and everything. I mean, trying to think, I can't remember half the time. Well, basically, I remember, but I forget. My train of thought jumps the track quite a lot. talking to somebody, and we're into this conversation. And I have to look at him and say, what were we talking about? Because I totally forget. I go off on some rabbit trail that don't have nothing to do with the talk we're having. But I mean, when you getting back to what I was saying about, that guy just pulling up beside this guy's car. At first, it showed that it was his window that was shot out, the man who he killed. But it wasn't the man he killed. It was his window, his passenger side window, which showed being replaced because of the sticker thing on it. And he also went and painted these rims, black, because they were real bright silver. And, chrome, aluminum color. Wasn't stainless steel. It wasn't less than nothing. It was a very expensive ride he was driving. It was, BMW. And you could tell that he was flaunting his wife's money. Because they said he had his own business. Well, what was his business? Ripping people off? So the wife was the breadwinner. She was a dentist. And I don't know what that was. All of a sudden, I just heard that the money was scheduled. Don't ask me what that's about. I just heard that. Not here, but I mean just like a thought come in my head. That's what it was. When I sit here and think about, anything, like leaving the house, driving my car. I mean, the way this world is now, you might be driving down your own town road, and someone see you and just start opening fire on you. That's how evil this world is. People don't care. There's even Christians that don't care. Christians. You're only getting one hand because the other hand's holding the camera. So now you got your air quotes. But anyway, brothers and sisters, just be praying for the lost. It's sad that we as true believers, they know what God said is true, what His Word is true, and we've got loved ones that are in a lifestyle that's going to send them to hell. But for us to go and talk to them, they would not listen to a word we say to them because they think they're right and we know nothing. Like, even in my case with my niece and nephew, my niece will sit there and look at you like she's listening to you, but she's technically tuning you out. But she's looking like, like she's interested. But if she was interested, if she understood and she was trying to take it in, I think there would have been some kind of sign, that she's wanting to stop what she's doing, but she's not. And just like my nephew, the same way. The same exact way is what he's doing. Brothers and sisters, I tell you, we are in perilous times, believe me. And it ain't getting any better. If you're talking to somebody and you realize that your talk's not going anywhere, if you're witnessing to them, God's word never returns void. And that could be just like the same as saying, you tell this person the truth, and they go out jokingly and tell other people what was said. One of those people that they tell it to is really tuned into what they're saying. even to the point of picturing it in their mind, and they come to the Lord. So you think about your testimony, you might not get the person you wanted, but you are getting it when another person sees their reactions about it. It's not easy, that's for sure, because they always want to, they just want to make it difficult on you in any way they can, and trust me, they do. Brothers and sisters, we really need to just pray for the lost, because I know I have a bunch of cousins that are lost. Niece and nephew, and I think our oldest brother is. Oh, well, I can't think. I was trying to think if I knew something else I wanted to say. Besides the fact praying for the lost, you may not be able to talk to them or reach them, but God can. And God works in mysterious ways. He can use your testimony that was given to them. He can have it come to mind at a time when they're around someone who needs to hear that. And they hear it and they're like, wow, that hit close to home. I say no joke to that, because that's the way our Lord works. His word does not return to him void. The person that is doing the, scheming or whatever they're doing in life that, or actually, I guess you could say, is mocking and going to someone else and making what you were telling them from the heart and being sincere in Christ, and they're going out and like making it a joke, But little do they know, that's another way that God uses people, I believe. Brothers and sisters, please keep me in your prayers. The feeling of something bad yesterday was really, really heavy. Really heavy. Oh, well. I love you guys, and I hope the rest of your week and weekend is blessed. Lord willing, I'll talk to you next video, but even better than that, it might just be meeting in the sky, going home. And I can tell you, that's the most wonderful feeling to know. Getting all this stuff done to my house, it's something to see coming together. But it's just not, it's, but anyway, I love you all. Just, don't stop praying for your loved ones, because God is hearing your prayer. If you're a child of God and you're praying for someone who is lost, then just keep it going. Keep praying, because God is hearing it. And, it may not be that they will come, but there's someone else out there that needs to hear that message too. As I said, our God works in mysterious ways. But anyway, I love you guys, and I hope that you have a good rest of your week, like I said. And Lord willing, I'll see you next video, or in the clouds with Jesus. Bye.